Welcome everyone, we are back. We got Red on my right, Mitch on my left, Alex in the middle. We are the NRL Fantasy Gurus. Yes, we are back. The season has finally kicked off again. Bit of social distancing, boys, please. Oh, that's good enough.
We all live together, it's fine.
Exactly. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty. I know Mitch has said for the last few weeks he would have loved this season to be scrapped. We can start fantasy again with the swill that is your team. But it isn't. We got 4 trades to start with. 4 very important trades. How we're going to use them?
Not well.
If the previous 2 weeks, any indication.
Yeah, it's going real bad.
Our own girlfriends are beating us in fantasy, for God's sake. So it's just gone to leap. I'm not resorting as low as
It's gone to Corona.
It's gone to Corona.
It's gone to Corona.
But we're going to bring back an old favourite. We're bringing back everyone's favourite segment to sort of help us with those 4 trades. Wall Street.
Oh, I thought we were going to go with El Capitan. I thought that was everybody's favourite
No one
segment.
liked that.
No, we loved it. You just wanted it to be called the Big Cojones.
Shit name, by the way.
Didn't you want to call... Anyway. Wall Street.
Wall
Buys,
Street.
sells, holds, Red. Explain it.
Buys, sells. Yeah, okay.
That was explaining it.
Yeah. So we each have a buy, we each have a sell, we each have a hold. So we're going to do buys first, and we're going to kick it off with Mitch.
Love that you always get me after Travis in beer.
Yeah, it was whoever was 7 was getting the call.
My buy this week's Alex Twile. He has been solid in the opening 2 rounds. He's a bit pricey, 735k, but he does have an average of 63. And to be honest, he hasn't scored a try. Everything's space stats. I know, like last game, 59 tackles in a game. Just a tick under 100 run meters. That's impressive.
That's not even a full game.
No.
He's only playing, what, 60 minutes?
69 minutes, I think it was. Okay. He's got a pretty low break even too, 32. So he should still make you a bit of money. And in the opening 2 games, they also carried a 4 feel really rusty. 4 forwards on the bench. Obviously now with Harry Grant there, they're still carrying Billy Walters, so they can do some kind of, rotate them.
The money kind of speaks for itself, and I think Toll at the moment could be one of the most premium forward options there is at a much reduced price compared to the others. So,
and you look at that bench, like I think there's only one, middle forward there really anyway.
Well,
so
they're carrying Chris Lawrence. They got Billy Walters on there.
A new rookie, Safe Arth, his
Yeah.
name is. So I think definitely a great bring in there.
Good call. Good call. Alexander?
I am going to go with Isaiah Yeo. Currently, I think a lot of people are loving him right now and they want to bring him in because of the price that he is, 653k. The 4th best in the league average at the moment with 68.5. Has a lowish break even, so he will make you money. He's had some big minutes, great base stats. He's averaging about 130 meters a game, about 37 tackles a game. I know it's only over 2 weeks, but still great numbers. And I think he'll continue to get big minutes at Panthers. Thoughts?
I'm not sold on him, to be honest.
Even at that price, 650 is quite
It's
good range.
juicy. I just can't see him consistently getting those numbers. As well as that, last year he was very injury prone and did miss a lot of games through injury. A few through concussion as well.
Yep.
And obviously, I thought Dylan Edwards would be back this week. When he's back, I imagine they're going to drop Crichton and Aikens completely out of the team. And then they'll bring another forward in. So potentially his minutes then get diminished. So for me, I think he's, if you've already had him for some reason at the start of the year, you're loving it. But he's not someone I'm considering or rushing out to go get. But I'm happy to be proven wrong.
If your team's any indication, he's going to get 100 points this week.
Probably. Captain.
Okay, so probably bring him in as captain. I'm 50-50 actually, oddly enough, sitting on the fence. But at first I was really big on him, and then when we were discussing bits and pieces of this, Mitch brought up some good points, and I think his consistency and his proneness to injury can be a bit of a problem for him.
It's an interesting
He's
one.
up there with JT. Definitely bringing in JT this week, but I don't want to point out the obvious. But JT Tamalolo,
That's my boy.
you got to get him in.
Oh.
Who are you going to change it to?
Oh, who am I going to change it to? My pick, let's go controversy. Not really. Nick Kotrick. Now, I know. I saw your face on Yo, and it's kind of getting a similar thing from him here. $518,000. In the wing fullback position, not too bad. An average of 60.5 over 2 weeks. A break even of -2, and 6% of people already have it. So there's some faith in the young man already. Now, one of the most glaring stats is 25 tackle busts in 2 games. Now, admittedly, 17 of those came from 1 game, but I'm just saying, 8 in another game is solid.
Yeah,
Even 8 to 10 in a game is 30 points. Like, that's crazy points just from that. And his run meters, 150 per game in the first 2 weeks, and that's consistent with last year as well.
As well as that, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think he scored a try.
Has not scored a single try.
That's David Nofaluma kind of stuff.
That is. And the difference is, Nofaluma scored 3 tries. Nick Kotrick scored none. So if he averages 35 over the next 2 weeks, he'll make you $66,000. That's a pretty quick sub out for James Tedesco in a few weeks.
I didn't know all the stats behind him until you just said it, and I'm quite impressed by 25 tackle busts in 2 weeks. That's like David Feeder numbers, who we'll brush on later. But yeah, very impressed actually. I might have to copy that.
Classic Herbs.
4 trades, see you later.
Yeah, alright, cool. So that's buys. Now we're going to sells, and Alexander, you're going to start us off.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to go the obvious one here. Steal it straight off the bat. Latrell Mitchell. I mean, we haven't made a video since team reveal, so this is the first time I can really speak upon him, but Latrell Mitchell, unbelievable. 14 in week 1, 10 in week 2, and he played 80 minutes in week 2. 10 points, are you kidding me? Didn't even finish the game at fullback. There's no faith in him at South Sydney. It could have been due to injuries, but I just think they put him there really because that's where he should be. But no goal kicking. He's lost 43k already. His break even 75. I think you got to sell him now. Otherwise, you just risk holding him and riding it out. Really. So yeah. I agree. Look, long term, Latrell is someone I'm looking at because obviously if his break even been so high, if he does put up another 10 or 14 points. And I think eventually he will find his feet. He won't be a world beater like a Tedesco or Sheck or Ponga, but I think he will be solid, a good centre option later in the year when he finds his feet a bit at fullback. Because there are no good centre options.
No, we're a bit like there. As well as that though, he's trying to settle into a new team and a new position, and he didn't do much of a pre-season. I don't think he did much of a COVID pre-season either. Up to a few activities.
Even had a car, hanging out.
Yeah, just chilling. But yeah, in a few weeks for me, I'm definitely going to look at him to slot into my centres. But I think, yeah, if you have him, probably bite the bullet, sell him now. If you want him, wait a few weeks.
I agree. I think Latrell Mitchell is one of those players that, after all the criticism that he's copped, he's either going to come out and he's going to go gangbusters and he's going to score 50s, 60s, or he's going to regress like he most of the time does, and he's going to end up just maintaining low scores, low effort, low fitness, and he's just going to be a detriment to your team. The risk reward is just too great to keep him. You just got to get rid of him. I couldn't agree more. And definitely wait on him for the sell because the centers are trash.
Like the chances that he has a big game against Roosters this week probably pretty high. He could bounce back, against his old club, but no, I think sell.
And beyond that, can't imagine too many good games out of it.
We'll wait for you.
No, I was just going to sip in. Mitch, who are you selling?
Caleb Aikens from Penrith. He has been horrible.
I did that after week 1, thank God.
His average for the year so far is 21. They're still carrying Stephen Crichton on the bench, who looks like an absolute world beater when he's coming on.
Yeah.
And obviously their first choice fullback. I was expecting him back this week, but he might be another week or 2 weeks away. But he's not going to hold that position.
Dylan Edwards, if you're wondering.
Sorry.
If you're wondering.
Yeah. If you've ever watched the Panthers play, Dylan Edwards has been there for a while. So let's hope.
Sorry, my bad.
For the people. That's why I'm the favourite.
They're like this all the time.
Have you been noticed in public?
Anyways, if you're out there and you're watching this and you see me in public, say hello with these 2 around so I can hold that over them. Because they've been...
I got noticed in Canberra. That was pretty cool.
Got noticed in Penrith, actually, where I'm talking about.
Hey. Was it by Caleb Atkins?
No, it wasn't actually.
Awkward.
Probably won't be after this either.
Oh, he'll know you. Coming for you.
But yeah, anyway, so Dylan Edwards will come back into that team. He will take that position. Could be next week, could be a few weeks away, but he's not scoring well enough to keep. And the guy that they're bringing off the bench looks like an absolute world beater and is probably only going to keep stealing minutes from him.
Really shocked he wasn't dropped when these team reveals came out. I thought Crichton would have the start, but there you go. Yeah, absolutely sell. I sold him after week 1. Thank God.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. The guy who comes off the bench always looks that little bit better. You know, he's fresh, he's eager to get out there, prove himself. He's got a lot more to prove, and against tired people in the middle of the field can always look that little bit better. But realistically, I don't understand why he's there at all. He was rubbish. And he's getting Latrell minutes, and he's doing a little bit better than Latrell in terms of points, but he's only going to lose. He's only going to lose money. I sold him. I had him.
We all had him. We rated him very highly. And we thought, that price, very good, but...
Yeah, for the haters out there, we were wrong. Speaking of swill, Jack Williams from the Cronulla Sharks is my sell. I wish I had his Sharks jersey, I'm just pointing that out. $466,000. This guy's averaged 28 points and his break-even is now 40. 13.5% of people have him, including me, but not anymore. I sold that motherfucker, he is gone. He started at lock, had 61 and 47 minutes, and he's averaging 28 points.
Disgusting.
Atrocious.
So decent minutes, should have decent output. He was a PPM player last year, points per minute, and he hasn't lived up to that. Very disappointing.
I think, honest to God,
I prefer Gallon back.
His biggest problem is he's not on the Paul Gallen diet.
Yeah.
Bronson Jerry's got on it, and he looks massive. But he needs to work a bit,
He does. And he's not first receiver like Gal was, so less ball, It's just one of those things.
I think that's why the Sharks suck. Chad Townsend's getting too much ball.
Too much ball.
Plus, you got guys like Billy Magoulias coming off the bench looking absolutely gun. You got Rudolph coming off the bench looking great. Hamlin really, the bench players are killing it. He has that starting position and he is just...
He's doing nothing with it.
He's doing nothing with it.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
Absolute rubbish. Okay, so now we got holds. Now I'm going to go first. I'm doubling up.
What?
And my hold... And it probably could be a little bit controversial like Nick Kotrick, but Liam Knight, the Rabbitohs have just not been where they're supposed to be. A lot of people just have not been where they're supposed to be, including Mr. Cook, but we're going to touch on that later. $576,000, an average of 39. That's not horrible. That's maybe a bench spot. So with the young guys that are coming through, like that Katoa from the Warriors, even though he's on the bench this week, still has been scoring really well. There's a lot of potential there. There's a lot of guys out there who are scoring really well that you could just switch from a bench spot. And you could just relegate Liam Knight to the bench. And to 39 points from a bench, he's pretty good. And there's almost 20% of people that have him. I still think he's genuinely a hold. His break-even's 42, so you're not going to lose much. Even if you were to keep him, and he's not going to lose much money. And there's not many like-for-like players. So when you look out there around that price bracket, there's not many like-for-like players that are genuinely worthy of the trade when you've got so many other good players who are coming through this week.
Still a DPP as well, so he's got versatility. I'm in a struggle with whether to get rid of him or not. Yeah, can you really judge a player off 2 weeks? We are. That's what this whole segment's about.
That's exactly what we're doing.
It's Williams. but Leo Knight, I'm really struggling with that one. So I can't comment. What do you think?
Look.
This is the perfect hold.
It's
hard. He was in my team. He's out at the moment because my team's in desperate need of help and I needed that money. The way I look at it, they've got Damien Cook, so they're not going to carry, or they have been carrying utility for Latrell. Scratch that. I sold him. Whatever.
There you go. All right, so he's a sell from Mitch, potential sell from Alex, and a hold from me. There you go.
This is a tough one. Good pick.
Yeah. Alex, hold.
Nathan Cleary, suspended 2 weeks. The rule essentially with fantasy guns is you hold them. If it's 2 weeks or less, you just hold it. You bite the bullet.
So say someone right now had James Tedesco, they should hold on to them.
Let's not talk about 2019. We're in a new year, all right? I don't want to talk about that. But Nathan Cleary, especially when they're in form, you don't sell him. He's got the second best average in the league behind Big Bad Jason Tamalolo. And, he's scoring better than Moses, DCE, who are both playing out of their skin, especially look at their week 2 stats, unbelievable. But 71.5 average, 2 weeks, bite the bullet. Thoughts?
If I had him, unless you have to sell him, because there will be people out there who have to sell him to, bring a half in or do something. Unless you absolutely have to sell him, don't sell him. Because to be honest, the first 2 weeks, I should say, that was the best football I've ever seen Nathan Cleary play.
Yeah, by far.
And he was, in my opinion, head and shoulders above the rest as a halfback for the opening 2 rounds. He made a young mistake. It happens, and I think he'll come back. He seems like a pretty level-headed kid, so I expect similar numbers when he gets back. So
I expect more effort and more determination from him. He had to call his dad, let his dad know what he'd done. He came out to the press, had an actual press conference, just said he'd done wrong. I think he's going to have so much more to prove, and if he was doing those numbers with not a great deal to prove, he kind of knew he was the captain, he was going to be the man moving forward. But now with even more to prove, I can't imagine that there's not going to be anything that boy doesn't do. And for 2 weeks of a hold, unless you have to sell him, hold the phone. Hold the phone.
He's a set and forget your team. You're probably minimum he's going to get you a year will be like 55 and above. So he's going to do a bulk of the kicking, goal kicking, playmaking. He doesn't mind taking the line on. I think it's just unless you have no choice, you have to get rid of him, hold him.
Team revolves around him.
Cool. Mitch?
Oh yes. Billy Walters. Look, we don't know how they're going to use Harry Grant and Billy Walters. I expect maybe nearly a 50-50 kind of split. Maybe Harry gets a bit more time. But at this stage, he's still got a -1 break even. There's the unknown there. Look, if he plays 25 minutes, half an hour, he's still going to make you money. And his utility...
He's half hooker.
Half hooker, yeah. So his utility gives you a bit of cover. I probably wouldn't use him, but he does give you some options, and he's going to make you money.
Definitely an emergency option. Just like the cardinal rule of never sell a gun, never sell a guy that's going to make you money. And he's -1 break even. Unless he has the worst game ever, he's going to make you money.
You could literally not take the field and still make money.
And still make money.
So if he sits on the bench, doesn't see the other side of that white, mate, he's there. He's made you money. And realistically, you've got 4 trades this week and 4 trades next week.
Yeah.
So at minimum, hold him till next week. At minimum. Like if he scores 10, he makes, 20-odd thousand? That could be a trade getting from someone average to like James Tedesco or Kalen Ponga, who's only gone for 1 week. These are the guys you could bring in next week using some of the extra money that he's going to make you. So there's no need to play him. We're not saying play him, but hold on to him. Just get the money out of him while you can. 100%.
Well, that wraps up.
That wraps it up.
Yep.
Wall Street.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. It's like anyway. What we should have scrapped on first was Mitch's segment. Report.
You can fix this in editing, right? You're an editing whiz.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Anyone who's watched the show before knows that. Right? Yeah.
Hey.
But the injury report, Mitch. And, don't babble on. These are the important ones.
These are, I've broken it down. I've got the notable injuries.
Good. The people we only care about.
David Fafita looks like he's going to be out for 5 to 6 weeks.
Devastated. I thought it was going to be 1.
Yeah, I heard 1 and then...
Nathan Brown from Parramatta, 2 weeks of suspension. Jazz Tavunga looks like he, unfortunately, Warriors can't take a trick at the moment. I might as well do Jazz Tavunga and Leeson Armour. Armour is gone for the season. Tavunga looks like a few weeks.
I was definitely going to bring him in.
Yeah, he was killing it end of last year.
Yeah, I loved him. He was in my team. I might bring him in a few weeks. And, well, it's made big news today. He's on the Paul Gallen diet. Bronson Jarry.
That boy horses in the coronavirus season.
Ripped.
Unbelievable.
And we obviously don't know how long what's going to happen there. They're saying potential 4-year suspension. So 5 years time, you bring him in.
If we're still doing this show, I'd love to be here in 5 years. You're like, guys, we said it 4 years ago. You should bring him in. Can you use your really good editing skills to do like a flashback, like a throwback?
Yeah, no.
4 years ago.
I definitely can do that.
Here we are.
Yeah.
This guy, he does everything. Wow.
He's the man.
Thanks, guys. Anyway, That's the injury report. Now, I am going to throw these at you because I've done another old segment, thumbs up, thumbs down. And this is where I ask you whether you give them a thumbs up, whether you like to bring them in, or a thumbs down, whether no chance. Now, we'll just pop through them quick. Quick points on them.
Whoa.
Corey Horsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like him?
Yeah.
Still starting well?
It's the horse, of course.
It's the horse, of course. Bateman's still out for a week.
And look, to be honest, Dynamis Louis, he was only playing 15 minutes in round 1 and round 2, and he was starting prop. So I don't think, even if Bateman comes back and he goes to the bench, I don't think his points are going to change.
He's been
that
killing
much.
it too. Absolutely killing it. Low break even, will make you money.
Yeah.
Flegler, another one. Low break even. Very.
Oh!
-6 break even. 47 in the first game, 70 in the second. 56 and 51 minutes.
You keep saying how thin they are at forward. They're not.
They're deep.
Not anymore.
the doofus.
Lodge is back. I agree with you. Bit of a sell.
Yeah.
And
Well, not a sell. Just
but
don't
that's-
bring him
And
in.
he's here.
But he'll make you money.
But after a week or two, he's here.
Yeah. And
So-
obviously Payne Guy's still to come back in that team somewhere.
Yeah.
He's still points per minute. He'll probably get 30 minutes a game, but he'll still make a bit of money, but maybe not worth the trade.
Not worth bringing him in. If you got him, hold.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done bringing him in for those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Legendary.
Dylan Brown. Bit of a surprising one. I don't know if you've even been following his stats, but he's 559k, averaging 57 points, 7 break even. He had 2 tries
I'll
in
let
week
the
2.
Paraguay.
Look, I love Brownie, but he did score 2 tries against the Titans that really obviously inflated. I think he had 86 in that last game against the
It was
Titans.
a ridiculous score.
So then,
Inflated the average, of course. 30 in the first
look,
week.
I think he's a solid option, but he's not someone I'd be racing out to get. Not when you got Moses playing next to him, who's going to do a bulk of the kicking and.
Moses and Madison partnerships getting stronger. Yeah, can't see Dylan Brown doing a lot.
Someone who you might be racing out to get, Turpin. Big news,
Ooh.
McCulloch on a night. So it should be 80 minutes.
I like
Yeah,
Terps.
I'll give him
yeah.
a thumb up. Yeah.
80 minutes.
Yeah, at his price, I can't really. I got too many hookers already. I've got 4 hookers. That's too many.
Is it?
Too many. But if I didn't have them, yep.
Love Jake Turpin. Definitely for me. Whiten. You know, after week 1, everyone's like, well, beat us 72 points. Crashed down to earth, 24 points week 2. Are we expecting hot and cold all year?
Can we do this like in the middle? Because
all
It
it's
is called
one
thumbs up, thumbs down. It's not called sit on the fence.
Damn.
how much is his price?
I think he's 680 around there.
Yeah, the price got me. But I will say, they're figuring it out. Him and Gorgeous George are figuring things out. And I've got a feeling by the, as we get towards the end of the season, he's going to look like his old self. He's
Lewis
a
Williams
6'2".
playing very good.
Yeah.
5'8"?
He's a running 5'8", and he will take the line and he will get break
But he's been
tackles.
kicking a lot too. He's been surprisingly quite good on the foot.
I don't know. If it was cheaper, I'd say yes, but for that price, you're almost getting in the Moses, DC, Cleary kind of argument.
That was my... Yeah.
Here's a flashback for all Para fans. Nathan Peets.
Pizzi. Nah. Can you trust anybody from the Titans ever?
Rain is no longer in the
Trust
starting
me.
17.
For this week, though,
For
we
this week,
we don't know what's going to happen.
We don't know what happened there. It was very surprising. But Peetsy could be playing 80, so something to look into.
Yeah, so we'll see. Okay, at the moment, obviously, with Brimo not there, they put Tyrone Roberts there. So now they've actually got a utility still on the bench, but he's a halfback. We don't know how they're going to use that. So potentially he's not 80, potentially he is. For me, don't take the risk.
Wait a week, see what happens.
Wait a week, because Rain could be there next week and Pete's is out at 21.
Made 44 tackles week 2. Looked quite good under 60 minutes.
Yeah, look, you got a feeling that the Titans the centre forwards are going to be making a lot of tackles as teams rack up scores and just try and just get through the minutes because the score's 60-0. So, you know, you got a feeling there's going to be a lot of tackles made there. I don't trust anybody from the Titans. I know a single Titan player. I don't trust them.
We'll go with some quick ones. Connor Watson.
No.
No. McCulloch in the team.
Yeah. No.
Might play well this week, but not
Meh.
worth the buy. Peachy.
Tyrone?
DVP.
Can't
second
trust that
center.
shit. Can't trust that shit.
Yes,
can't trust that motherfucker.
I like Peachy.
When the Cardi Party's back, baby!
470k center.
When he
There's
gets his
so
switch
limited centers. I love Peachy.
Alright, bring him in then.
You should do that.
I might.
Instead of Liam Knight. Hey.
Dufty.
Oh God. Oh.
Oh, looked great week 2. Definitely starting fullback.
Yeah, he looked great in 2019 a little bit too.
Okay. I just say this as a laugh, do we?
Do we or don't we?
Everyone thinks he's great. Now he's fullback.
He was alright at the Rabbitohs. He was good at the Rabbitohs. But
He's garbage.
Yeah. I think Corey Thompson's actually very unlucky not to be starting fullback.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
What about Mbop?
Yeah,
What's he doing?
he's at centre, so.
Him and Papawadi getting dusted for the fullback positions. Just saying.
Yeah, I've just come up with this off the cuff. This is like, and you don't even know about this. This is like a segment I just quickly added in, like a 1 minute segment. And it's,
We don't have 1 minute segments.
Yeah, no, I am. And it just came up with it. I'm like, this is brilliant because there's so many great guys under 300k around that mark that I think you should bring in if you can. But I'm calling it Make the Move, Cash Cow.
Oh,
Make the move. It's so bad. So I'm going to list a couple of players here. You pick your favourite, who you think you should bring into your team if you don't have it.
So you're going to tell us all of them in one go?
I'm just going to quickly run
All
through
right,
them. There's some
go.
great ones that are either starting or on the bench. There's Bullimore for, I don't know if I pronounced that right, for the Broncos.
Nah.
Fogarty, you know, you got the half the Titans starting. Grant, Aaron Grant. Seyfarth, Tigers. Randall, Knights, hooker. Joliffe, Titans, looks quite good. First 2 weeks, already making a lot of money. Minus break even. Rudolph, another minus break even. Looking great. Tunua Brown, starting prop for the Warriors. Or Luai, who pretty much mostly everyone has anyway, so don't cop out.
From your list, I'd say, was it Tanua Brown or Green?
Yep. Oh, agreed.
There you go. So, well, the other ones, you know, they either got bench spots or...
Hey, this is a minute segment. We're out of time.
Anyway, we're out of time.
Your minute's over.
I literally pretty much listed all the cash cows you possibly get. So that's great too. Thanks for having us. We're back. It's good to be back. And I can't wait to do nothing all weekend, drink beer and watch footy. It's
Yeah, oh my
a long
God.
time coming.
Oh my God. I hate you so much, but I'm so keen for the footy. And the joke, it's never too soon for that joke.
Mitch, what can they do?
As always, guys, like, subscribe, comment. We love the feedback. Just keep it coming.
Beautiful. Guys, will be back. Thanks, guys.
I'm empty.
Subscribe.